Come on, live video. I believe you can start. All right. Good morning, my beautiful friends. Good morning, good morning. It is Monday, 9 a.m., and I am here with your wake up call with Maui Paul. I want to say thanks so very much to everybody who has shared these streams over the course of the last week. I did the math on Sunday and reached over 1,000 people last week. So, how cool is that? 1,000 people got to hear a message of awesomeness and hope, a message that they're worth it, a message that their dreams are important and that they matter. That's great. And I really appreciate everybody who shares this stream. So if you're feeling particularly awesome, please do me a favor and share this stream. You'll also be doing a favor to all the people who surround you. For those of you who are just getting here, my name is Maui Paul, and this is your wake up call with Maui Paul. Every single morning, I go through my I Am deck. My I Am deck is a card deck. It's just completely full of amazing affirmations, things that we can say about ourselves early in the morning to get our day started right. Um, this world has lots of messages for us, and the various powers that be in this world have lots of messages for us. And it's very important for us to, before we go out into the world, before we go and hear all that noise, to get a little bit of signal in our lives, to recognize the truth of who we are. And so today we're gonna pull an I am card. We're gonna go through an I am statement, and then we're gonna play the I am game. The I am game is very simple. I'm gonna say, "Are you?" whatever the statement is. So it was a couple days ago. It was I am persistent. So I said, "Are you persistent?" And then the callback would be, "I am persistent." So whatever the statement is today, we're going to go through that, and you're just going to say, "I am that," and you're going to write that down in chat. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to both hear your own words, which you have a tendency to believe because you said them. We love to believe the things that we say. And also to really reinforce it in our minds that we are whatever the positive affirmation is today. Then afterwards, I'll explain to you why it's all true, and we will get on with our day. So let's just pull one right off the top of the deck. I am free. I am free. I love the image of the lady is surfing right there. It should, maybe a lady, maybe a guy, I'm not sure. But the silhouette of the surfer right there is super cool. I've actually I did a little bit of surfing when I was over on Maui, and there is a certain freedom that's being on a wave. There's a certain power that courses through the surfboard, and you're like, oh my goodness, the waves look like they're powerful, but you don't even understand how powerful they are until you're riding one. So I am free. I am free. I release my attachments and liberate my spirit. So I am free. I liberate my attachments and I release my attachments and liberate my spirit. So are you free? You are free. You release your attachments and liberate your spirit. Freedom freedom is such an interesting one because so I'm in America, and the country of America was founded on freedom, which and also founded on liberty, which is a very close concept to freedom. And there are two different ideas of what liberty is. The first one is that it's called negative liberty. Negative liberty basically means I can do whatever I want. That's negative liberty. And I can do whatever I want without having anybody stop me. And it's a really simplistic view of liberty because if everybody did whatever they wanted with nobody stopping them, then this world would be a very chaotic place. You know, people commit crimes all the time and should really be stopped. There's lots of activity that we could do that would be very painful to others and that ought not to happen in a civilized society. The other concept of liberty is called positive liberty, which is I have the freedom to achieve my goals or to attain my purposes in keeping with whatever my highest ideals are. And that's a more nuanced version of what liberty is and stands for. So if you are free, why don't you just write in the chat "I am free" so that I know just how many people are taking this affirmation for their own today. Now, freedom comes with responsibility. My mother always used to tell me, she's like, freedom comes with responsibility. With privilege comes responsibility. And the freedom that we have as adults is one that can be really overwhelming. I remember when I was probably about 29 or 30 years old when I finally had the thought that if my life isn't turning out the way that I thought it ought to, that it's my bad, it's not somebody else who's stopping it from happening. It's because of me and I'm standing in my own way. And I realized that I had the responsibility to get out of my own way, which is easier said than done. But and I recognized at that time that yes, I had the freedom to do whatever I wanted, and that was part of the problem was that I could do anything I wanted, but I couldn't do everything I wanted, and I couldn't do it all at once. And that, for me at least, led to inaction. It led to overwhelm. It led to me just hanging around not doing anything, which caused depression. And at least for me, the solution to this was to really decide what was important and then pursue that almost religiously. And in deciding what was important, I had to say no to a lot of things that were of lesser importance. And that was the really hard part because you know, my mind had to be made free with discipline. And one of the ways that I had to discipline myself and still do to this day, and it's not easy, is to say no to things that are good so that I can say yes to things that are great. So I am free, and I am free to do something like this. I'm free to help the people around me. I'm free to love the people around me. I am free to build up and encourage the people around me, which is one of my highest values. And I'm also free to say no to things that are not in my own highest interests or in the highest interests of the people around me as I perceive them to be. And you're free too. You're free to do whatever you want to do today, and you're free to achieve your purposes, and you are free to love the people around you too, and to reach them, and to make this world a better place, and to remake this world in your own image. You're free to do that as well. And it's such a huge it's a responsibility, but it's also one of the best feeling things that I've ever experienced. So I am free, and you are free too. And as we go out and we do our days, let's just remember that we're free to act how we choose to, and let's choose to act with love toward the people who surround us, so that in the end, this world can be better because we were in it today. Um, a couple of people were asking me over the weekend, they're like, hey, where can I find older versions of these, which they can be found over on my YouTube channel. So I have a link in my comment or the description of this live stream for my YouTube channel where I archive all of these. So if you have need for a specific affirmation and you want to go see that, or you want to go check out something older, please go on over to my YouTube channel and you can check it out over there. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be here at 9 a.m. again. I do these every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. And it is really a pleasure to do it. So I'm happy that I'm free to be able to do something like this. Hope that you guys find something that you are similarly very happy to do. So, aloha from paradise.